So setting up the
Previously
filter is actually really
Hunting
simple.
Tripler.
We want to type in something really generic. Video games.
I guess the question is, why would anyone pay over $1,000 for all of this stuff?
We'll start adding up everything together and you'll start to see the true value.
And here, my friends, is where I am going to make a lot of money.
What is happening, folks? Tripler here, and today I found a whole bunch of garbage on a Saturday and tried to follow it up with a little Sunday magic. Check it out.
I collect so many things. Would you like to share this journey with me? I will show you the prizes I got today. So come along with me, come on and join in the chase, yeah!
Alright folks, just like my intro said, in today's episode, Saturday was a complete bust. I love going out really early and trying to get ahead of the game, ahead of the curve, get out before any other reseller is out there. How many of you are out there really early and find out, wow, this was a complete waste? One, because there aren't a lot of garage sales, and two, because the competition knows that no one's opening until about 2 hours later. So anyway, there were a few decent items that I found. I did grab my kids for this episode, so if you want to see some sweet action with my kids in the car, you're gonna love this one. It seemed like it was a little bit of a frustrating Saturday, so I had to follow it up with something magical on Sunday. It just never seemed like it was just that home run. That's something that really makes you go, gosh, yes, this was worth it. There are still a bunch of really good items for you to search for when you're out there. And then I found a few items that, you know, when I see them out in the wild, I kind of get excited about it, and then, you know, I just realize they're really hard to ship. So anyway, I hope you find a little bit of value in today's episode. I enjoyed making it. I always enjoy going out, so let's get into it. I only imagine that you've got to have some pump-up music. It really sets the tone for the day. This is one of those mornings where you just have to sit back and appreciate how beautiful it actually is. I'll be listening to the Beatles this morning, and that is what is going to set off the day just right. No!
$2.
Guys, I just picked up this thing for $29 and it's going for like $500 on eBay. Oh yeah. Good morning.
Sorry, I can't sell that for $9.
Good morning.
Would be in one of these containers.
How you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
Very well.
Oh,
It doesn't have any like DVDs at all, do you? DVDs or Blu-rays or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
Folks, I've got a little help today. I've got Sia, the sweet bean. Say hi, Sia.
Hi, Sia.
Yeah, that was good. And Lucas the Books.
Hi.
Yeah. And then we have Owen, which you can barely see. You can sort of see his head there. And we have now loaded up the car with humans, and we're going to fill it with treasure too.
Good morning. Is it the bag? Yeah?
Yeah, for like an 88 key workstation.
Sweet.
All right.
Like a big, like a digital piano or synthesizer. I mean, I guess it could just be for whatever.
Yeah, sure.
You can put a body in there.
Yeah.
Get rid of it.
And then this thing right here, how about that?
Yeah, 15 bucks.
How much for the D? Oh, 30 bucks.
30 bucks? Does it work?
Oh yeah. I mean, if we can plug it in if you want.
I know.
I mean, would it be insulting to offer you 25?
No, that's, yeah, good to go.
All right, cool.
50 cents.
Good morning.
I'll take it.
Great, we're up at 10.
Good morning. How are you?
Good.
Hello. How are you?
Today.
Good. Thank
It's
you.
early. Yeah.
Well, yeah, let's hope so.
I know. He's
It's random, but
It's really cool.
it's super cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And it works too.
Awesome. Okay.
Ask the guy with the green mask.
Okay. Okay, awesome update so far. We were given a whole bunch of money by a very, very nice woman at a garage sale. My kids have now been using that money to buy things at other garage sales. And our first hit so far with the garage sale money was finding 2 balls. My son got a volleyball, and Sierra picked up a little rainbow ball that does need to be pumped up, but a hit nonetheless. So that's a win so far for us, right, guys?
Yeah.
Okay, so the garage sale pickups were just okay with 2 potential surprises. And then one item I just want to talk about and understand what is happening. First, we had this Dean electric guitar, and I just don't know enough about it. I mean, it does look genuine, but then I go up here and it said it's made in China. So I don't know if this is a reproduction. I have no idea, but it seems a little curious to me that this item is, I got it for 30, so I'm gonna guess it's a reproduction. I'll do more research on it, but seems crazy. This was sweet. Okay, so I'm gonna take this to a local guitar shop to see if they can do a quick once-over on it, because I think there might be, it does play. So I plugged that guitar into here and it does work. I got a couple of cables for it, but it sounded a little funny. It just didn't have the right sound you would expect for this kind of amp. Just so you guys can see the model again. It's the Pro Junior, and I think these are going for over $400 or $500. Now in its condition, if I can get it fixed for between 50 and 75 and know that I can make that kind of money in really good condition, then I'm gonna do it, because I know I can sell something like this locally and do fine on it. So what I'm gonna do is I've been continuing trying to get all the weights that I want for my own personal set and then sell the rest. I've got a decent stack back there, you can see, but for these need to be cleaned up. Man, I do not know what that is. Hopefully that can just be cleaned up. Weights right now are worth really good money, so which is again shocking to me. This little camera here was a nice pickup for $2. She said it works. I haven't tested it, but I think this goes for just about 20. And then 2 surprises. Guys, what is happening? How are these old printers selling for so much money on eBay right now? So I plugged this in. The printer head does rotate back and forth, and it has a whole bunch of third-party ink. But what is happening? How would this printer be worth what I see? There are two listed for over 200 bucks, and then there is Hysia, and then there's some sold comps for over 140 with a bunch of shipping on top. So please, somebody tell me, how are these parallel port printers, inkjet printers, worth laser printers? I don't even think they're inkjet. I think they're laser printers. How are they worth this money? Please, somebody help me out on this one. And then the surprise here, you can't see it. I know the screen is making it look kind of funny, but this works perfectly fine, guys. Look at this. Look at how sweet this is. That's what I'm talking about. You like that? So it's totally working. There's no issues with it. I just think this is super rad. I'm gonna put probably 130 on it after I clean it up. I will buy a keyboard. And then this mouse it's not the same color. So what I'll try to do is try to find one that's the same color. I think these are only like 14, 15 bucks. So I can get the keyboard and the mouse to match, and then what I'll do is I'll sell this one. I won't make back what I'm gonna put into it, right? Man, what is happening? What is this ink on my hands? I cannot find the source. It's killing me. It is killing me. Okay, anyway, probably over 150 bucks on this item as well, and I paid $10 for this.
That is my son. And I would say yesterday, garage selling was a massive BUST. So, there's a flea market that has opened up. Gloves and masks will be a minimum with some hand sanitizer on the side. No idea what kind of vendors are going to be there. As you guys have seen my escapades at this particular flea market, I never do very well. I do just like that. I do a whole lot of
No, nomás el piso.
Pickups from the flea market. Nothing spectacular, but it was fun being there, no question. There were vendors that were willing to actually make a few deals. This Transformers Armada is actually one that you guys should keep an eye out for, but having seen it out in the wild, I think this one goes for like 15 to 20 bucks. I got it for $2. The laptop I got for 60. The trackpad does not work. There's definitely some issues with it. I'm not sure if someone attempted to fix it, but either way, it's not working properly. It does turn on, and the motherboard does work fine. It's an issue with the keyboard and the trackpad, so that's not good. But I should be able to get probably $200 in parts for it because the board is good. Shell looks okay. It's got a little damage, but keep an eye out for 2010 or later MacBook Pros because they do still sell pretty well on eBay. This is also one that if you have a little bit of computer experience, if you want to, you could refurbish these. They're not incredibly difficult to refurbish. The later versions get really difficult. But if you are computer savvy, I would definitely consider upgrading this because you can command up to 700 for these units. I always pick up Sony remotes, especially if I can get them for less than $1. I did get that for 50 cents, so that was definitely worth it. The Retron 3, I paid 10. I didn't realize that the controller that was sitting next to it went with this, so regretting not grabbing that, but oh well, regrets. This one was a decent pickup for 20 bucks. It's new in the box. I think there are some comps going for over, certainly some going for 50. I think I saw some going for over 70. The box isn't in collector edition, but it is sealed, so I think there's going to be someone who will probably pay between 50 and 70 for it, so I should be able to make 20-30 bucks. And then just a couple of items here. I always keep an eye out for Xbox One controllers, and since this one turned on right away, I knew that this was a good one to have. And it says Day 1 2013. I don't know if that's a special edition one. So I picked that one up, this Sony remote, and this Apple TV. I paid 30 bucks for those three combined. So not a bad haul here at the flea market. Happy with what I got, and I should be able to make, I don't know, I think it's reasonable to make maybe 400 bucks off of this. Profit will be maybe half of that.
All right, folks, and that was today's episode. Yes, it was underwhelming, to say the least. However, I've got content and I want to get it out there for you guys to see. Plus, it's fun to show you the variations of reselling that you should be looking out for. Some of you might have a stronger local market to sell items. I know in Southern California, it should be really easy to sell some items locally. Some people really focus their business on having either a storefront or a meeting spot or something where it really identifies them as a local seller. Most of the stuff that I do is selling online. I try to talk to the buyer and try to determine what's the best place to meet, and it ends up being just a lot of work to meet for either little money or something that I'm just like, wow, I wish I could have just shipped this. So moving on, let's talk about what's coming up on the docket. I do have some great episodes that are coming up. I've mentioned this before, tracking the sale from $1 to who knows how much I made on that, but I'm taking it off of the idea that as a reseller, you don't need to start with anything. You can literally start with $1 and turn it into how much? I also have some refurbishing episodes that are coming up too. One in particular that I'm building now for what I'm gonna sell in December. I won't reveal everything that that's about, but it's on the Nintendo side. And I'm noticing the spike in the trend in this particular console. I will say it's handheld. Anyway, so we got a lot of great episodes coming up. I enjoy you guys stopping by and watching and commenting. So if you are a subscriber, thank you very much. Hit that like button. It means a lot to me, and I guess it means a lot to YouTube. And for all of you who are watching but not subscribers, I would love for you to become one and join me on my weekly journey. Anyway, folks, thank you again, and I will see you next time. Take care.
Next time on Hunting with Tripler.
It's all free?
Okay. Well, that's quite a few. Well, all right. What if